Hello. No, it wasn't like this. Sammy, it's me again, and in this video, um, I'm going to tell you how I deal when I have really challenging issues or problems, like losing a member of your family, someone who you always see, someone who's always next to you. You talk to them, and suddenly he's gone forever. And people who experienced it, they know how unacceptable this is. And it's been like more than a month, a few days more than a month, that I lost my uncle. And we were living at the same house. We were visiting each other every day, and unfortunately, one night when I was walking in the yard, I heard my mom screaming on the phone and telling my cousin that what is happening, why are you screaming? And she wasn't saying anything. She was like, auntie, calm, my dad, that's it. Auntie, my dad. And we didn't know what is happening. I swear we didn't know. And I heard her screaming, my cousin. I heard her not from the phone. As I mentioned, we were neighbors and we were living at the same house. Technically, yeah, their house is, our house is behind their house. There's a wall between our houses, and we usually go to their house from the yard. Okay, let this go. I heard her screaming. I heard she was screaming like she never did before. I was like, oh my god, their family is fighting, or either something really, really serious is happening. My mom went there from the yard, um, the roof, yeah, and I went there from their house. I turned and I went there. um, I saw my cousin was screaming and she was clapping. She was slapping herself. She was kicking herself, and she was screaming from the bottom of her heart. It was like, please tell me. No one was telling me what is happening. Like, yeah, no one was telling me what is happening. And my mom was like, I'm calling your dad. Why he don't answer me? And this kind of thing. I was like, Mom, why do you want to call my dad? What is happening? Please tell me. And suddenly she screamed in my face, your uncle is died. And I was like, stop kidding me. I just wanted to hit them all. And I was like, please stop joking. It's serious. Like, it's my uncle. I saw him just a few days ago. And I don't know. I don't know how to explain. I I saw my cousin crying, and I felt my my cheeks were burning, and I figured out that I was crying myself before I know. That night was, I don't know how to explain. You judge. You know, that night was a nightmare. And any second I was waiting for someone to wake me up. That night was the worst night that I ever experienced. Like, it's not joking. It's your uncle that you were visiting every single day, and he was always hearing your words. And suddenly, you figure out that he's not here anymore. is absolutely difficult. And it's been a month since that night, and I want to say that if you experience something like this, that is totally normal to cry. That is totally normal to be sad. And if you lose a member of your family or a friend that you visit every day, you talk to every day, it's going to take some time for you to finally help. It might take months for you to help. So if you're sad, it's okay. You have to be sad, you have to feel weak. So then you can come back and feel more stronger. Okay, this is not something like not something like people experiencing every day. No. How many people do you know that they lost a member of their family? Not like extended family, someone who was living with them at the same house and they were always together. No, it's okay for you to cry. It's okay for you to feel weak. It's going to take at least 1 month or 40 days. So just cry. Just feel weak because it's how you are. We're not gonna be strong every single day, every period of our lives. No, we're gonna feel weak sometimes because this is how we work. We are just human beings and we have to feel weak. So we figured out that we're healthy. Unfortunately, like the third day that my uncle died, I figured out that the price of IELTS doubled. Like, seriously. I figured out that I barely made that money. It took me 6 months. It took me 6 freaking months to finally save up enough money for my IELTS, which it was 13 million toman. 13 million toman. And it suddenly became 25 million toman. And how I was supposed to, my sister just came. I told her, don't you dare come to the room because I can't focus on the video, and she came. Okay, the price just doubled and I was like, I felt so disappointed. Like, it took me 6 months to save up 13 million toman. How I supposed to save 11 million toman, the rest of the money, in just 2 months? When I saw the price, I really was about to give up on every single dream that I ever had. Going to my favorite university, being a professor, being a really great teacher, reaching to professional level in English. I was about to give up on all of them because life was really harsh. But anyway, I uh, I saw one of my friend. Um, she was preparing for IELTS, and she told us that if you're preparing for IELTS as well and you don't have the money, you can go for Duolingo, and you can take Duolingo tests since many of universities accept it. And I figured out that my on university accept this, but I still couldn't go to Duolingo test because I was preparing for IELTS, and I was hoping that I could save up enough money in 2 months, or I can ask like my other uncles or my dad for this money. But I couldn't convince myself that I could go for Duolingo. I was still determined took to take an IELTS, and this is what made me really, really freaked out, because I um I wanted to take IELTS, and I had only 2 months, and I have to make enough money, and I'm really, really distracted because of the loss of my uncle, and I barely couldn't study because I was hosting as well of um oh my god, oh my god. چی باید میگفتم؟ I have to host while studying. Some nights other people would sleep on 2 or 3 a.m. And in that time I would go to study until 5 a.m. and I have to wake up again at 7 a.m. In our religion, in our neighborhood, in our beliefs, when you lose someone, uh, people gathering around you, people gathering around the family who's who just lost a member. Yeah, people gathering in um that person's house, the person who just died, and we had to host every single day. We had so many guests because many of them were coming from other cities, and they would stay at night, and I had to study, and I had money issues, and I was stressed, I was freaked out, and I was sad because of the loss of my uh, uncle, and it took me about 1 month. Yeah, a few days ago, I just started to studying like I did before, like a routine, not just 1 or 2 hours in a day. And I'm finally getting back to studying for real, but something that really helped me, like something that did a magic in me. I was freaking out. I was so stressed. So, what helped me? Suddenly, I felt a heavy thing just thrown, just was thrown away, just was removed from my heart. And what did I do? I just meditate. I swear, I just meditate. And I know you might hear it from other people, and you're like, oh my god, I don't meditate. No, I didn't do it myself. And I don't do it regularly. I just did it once. And it was so deep. I did meditation, and it was so deep. That's it. That is all the thing that helped me. And how did I meditate? That actually helped me. Well, actually, um the other members of the family were going out. They actually wanted to go to see my uncle's um grave grave, and I was alone at the house. There was no sound. I turned off the TV. I turned off my phone. I put it on airplane mode, and just sit and stared at the wall. I didn't sleep. No, don't sleep in this meditate. I just stared at the wall. I didn't close my eyes because it's make you I didn't close my eyes, because when you close your eyes, it make you feel sleepy. So I just stared at the wall, and I started thinking, just for 15 minutes. That's it. I was like asking myself, what is the problem? My problem is that I have to save up enough money for IELTS. So, uh, what if I couldn't do that? Well, I might go for Duolingo test. Okay, so why I don't go for that right now? Well, I told all of um, our relatives and my friends that I'm preparing for IELTS, and what were they thinking when they figured out that I went for from IELTS to Duolingo? Okay, are they going to pay for your future? Are they going to give a are they going to care about your future? No, actually they would be even happy when they figured out that I'm I might give up on my future. So why don't you just give a Duolingo test instead of IELTS when you don't have money? You just go for a Duolingo test, and then you would go for an IELTS when you saved up enough money. That's it. That's it. I started to thinking. I I gave my reasons for myself, and then I told myself that, does it worth for me, like, if I stay and just don't do anything, does it even worth? So the main reason that I didn't go for Duolingo was just because I thought it's not a valuable test like IELTS. But then when I started to think it and this meditate, I figured out that my reason is unreasonable, and that doesn't make sense. That's it. So if you want to actually face up a problem like this, um, if you lost a member of your family, you just have to. It's okay to feel weak. It's okay to cry. That's it. The first weeks are the hardest ever, but then you will go to your normal routine. You're going to study, you're going to go to work, but still, whenever you see someone with his t-shirt, but still, whenever you see someone with the same color as his t-shirt, whenever you hear his favorite song, whenever you see a picture of him, you're going to cry, you're going to miss him. And that is totally okay, because you're still healing. Okay? So don't be hurt with yourself. Don't feel like I have to be strong. I shouldn't cry. No, 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 no. No. You have to cry. That's it. You have to feel weak. So then you could be stronger again after this period. And if you are stressed out, like the IELTS example that happened for me at the same time at the loss of my uncle, you have to meditate and let your brain think, and it's give you reasons, then it give you solutions, and that's it. Duolingo was only $70. That's it. And that was really, really a relief for me, because I didn't have that much money, and um Duolingo was fast. IELTS wasn't. The reading was really boring for me. It has 3 passages. I will go in the next video, but I just want you to know how to deal with serious issues of your life. Also, I really love you. Thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you one by one. I'm not like, oh my god, I have only one view, I have only 10 views. No, I'm happy by I am happy for you one by one. I'm sorry, my English is 2 weeks today. غدا فاس.